Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tartar Zone. We are here for contact. I hope you are all very well indeed. The weather has suddenly changed. It's become a lot cooler, which is good news because it's not as hot as most days. But we are here to talk about the Flash's Ezra Miller, who has apologized. Yeah, he's apologized, apparently. Someone says I am echoing. I shouldn't be echoing at all. Let's see. Let me know if I am, if that's better. Um, that's never happened before. Tell me if I'm okay. Anyway, yeah. Also, we've got Wednesday, the Addams Family spin-off show, which is causing a little bit of it's causing a few people to have their feathers ruffled. We're going to talk about that as well. And something I didn't put in the headline for this stream because I just literally got it. Well, no, I've only got the one mic on. Right, so apparently I'm still echoing. So hold on. No, it shouldn't be echoing at all. Echo cancellation is on. Are you sure it's not your own computer? If anybody else is in the chat, if you can let me know if I'm echoing. Actually, hold on. I will check on the YouTube channel on my phone while I'm talking. But there shouldn't be an echo. Right, let's see. Right, I'll just have to mute myself for a second. Hold on. No, we seem good here. Yeah, no echo. There's no echo on my end. It's not coming through on my phone either. So it must be on your end, Willie. So yeah, as I was saying, as I was coming on air, also apparently there is a wizard, the Wizard of Oz, the classic movie that we've all loved, grew up with, is getting a reimagining apparently, and we'll talk a little bit about that as well. And right at the end, we will have some Doctor Who news. But let's get on to this Ezra Miller stuff. All of the links are in the link description of the articles. I won't read the whole article. I won't throw it up on the screen either. As I said, some people have actually wrote in the comments that they can't see the article. Well, again, all articles the link are in the link description below the video. If you check, you will see that I don't put them up on screen because the media have been playing dirty. Well, some of them do anyway. They accuse you of plagiarizing their articles, so I don't throw them up on screen. I don't read the whole article either, but I do give me opinion on the stuff. So what we're basically going to do is we're just going to go into his apology, and that's it. I don't care what the journalist has to say on it. I'll just give my opinion on it. So let's get into it anyway. So the Flash star Ezra Miller seeking treatment for complex mental health issues. They always say that they're seeking help, don't they? Anyway. So, in a statement provided by Variety by a representative of the actor, Miller broke their silence about the troubling behaviour that they have exhibited in recent years, which led to a series of legal issues and assault and abuse allegations. Miller also apologized for their actions. So this is the quote. He says, "They say, having recently gone through a time of intense crisis, I now understand that I'm suffering complex mental health issues and have begun ongoing treatment," Miller said. "I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. I committed to do everything I'm committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage in my life." Um, and then they go on about his pronouns, which is irrelevant to this whole situation in the first place. But remember, this is a guy that was most recently charged with felony burglary in Vermont. And also in 2020, he appeared to choke a woman outside a bar in Iceland. And apparently, he's been doing other dodgy stuff as well. Now, I did speak about Ezra on this whole Batgirl movie thing, and I did bring up about the Flash movie, and I said at the time, and I'll say it again, they should cut the losses with this movie and with this actor. He should look, when a celebrity gets into trouble, right? They always deflect, right? So you get this, "Oh, I'm going into treatment," right? Or you get some other excuse or a lame ass apology. Ezra Miller should be facing jail time, as simple as that. And the fact that, and look, I agreed with them getting rid of the Batgirl movie if it wasn't up to the standards and up to the scratch, right? But in fairness, there's no way that this movie can go forward when the lead is so toxic, has been charged, and has done other stuff that is questionable. There's no way that you cannot cancel this movie. Has to be I'm sorry, I hate to say it has to be cancelled in situations. Yeah, some people will say, and I have said it myself in the past, that you kind of have to separate the person from the character that they play. But in fairness, this situation is completely different, right? We've seen this play out. We've actually seen footage of this guy and what he did. He choked out some woman. We all seen it, right? And the stories all over social media about him and secret cults and apparently, living with this family, or this family living with them, and he's keeping them all, hostage and all of this other stuff. Can't go into too much detail, of course, because it's all speculation. But this guy is clearly a danger to people. And you want to put his movie out there. I don't know, people will bring up Roman Polanski and all of that. But we're living in a different time and a different age now. This guy is just, look, I just don't know how this movie makes money. Because I, even listening to some people and some fans that were looking forward to this movie, they've even changed their tune. It's going to be very hard for this movie to make some money. I don't even think it should be released, but there you go. That's my opinion on it. But his apology, if you even call it that, is not an apology. The fact that, he's saying he's going to get help, he should be locked up. And then maybe he does need help, but he should be locked up as well. But we'll probably see this guy again in Hollywood. He's not going. I don't think he's going anywhere unless Hollywood fundamentally shifts. I mean, We don't know what's happening with Amber Heard with Aquaman 2, but if the rumors are true, she's gone. But if she's not gone, then they've left her in the movie as well. They left Ezra Miller, or they haven't dropped that movie. You know, they're not sending out the right message here. They're saying that basically abusers and people that break the law, you know, no matter what wrong they do now, you know, they're going to continue to get work. But those who have been victims of false allegations, you know, and are judged before there's justice done, lose their careers. You know what I mean? It's a bit backward if you ask me. But there you go. That's all I'm going to say on that anyway. But as I said, if you want to read that whole article, it's in the link description. So go and check it out. So we'll just get straight into this Wizard of Oz news. So apparently there's going to be a reimagining of the Wizard of Oz. Now, I think everybody knows where I stand on Hollywood classics being reimagined or being remade. And, you know, we've seen Disney over the years, you know, do live action versions of their greatest animation stories. This is Hollywood creatively bankrupt. They're done. They're a spent force. Now, not all of Hollywood, because, you know, we still get golden gems like The Orville, Cobra Kai, and other TV shows like that. And there has been a couple of movies that have managed to actually make money because they're entertaining. But the majority of Hollywood is creatively bankrupt. I mean, you don't touch The Wizard of Oz. It's one of those movies that I believe you don't touch, along with the Never Ending Story, the Back to the Future trilogy. These are movies you don't touch. But time and time again, we're seeing it in Hollywood. They're remaking or reimagining movies that nobody has even asked for. Has anybody even asked for a Wizard of Oz reimagining? Right? We got the Oz movie a few years back with James Franco, which was a good movie, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a good movie, but it didn't go anywhere, and it didn't touch the original, did it? Or belittle the original? No, it didn't. I think it added to it. It was nice. I liked it, but you don't touch the original Wizard of Oz. It's a classic. But again, as I said, this is Hollywood creatively bankrupt now, and I mean they're scraping the barrel now, and they're going after these types of movies that are sacred to a lot of people. A lot of different generations have grown up with the Wizard of Oz, and it's an iconic movie. It's got iconic songs. It's just absolutely fantastic movie. And now apparently they're going to do a reimagine. And you know what they mean by reimagining, by the way, folks. That's code word. It's code word. And you know what that entails. You know what that entails. It's the same bullshit, right? They just can't leave Anton alone. There's nothing wrong with the Wizard of Oz, right? And if the Wizard of Oz offends you in any way that Hollywood thinks they have to reimagine it, well then you need to just stop watching all of these classic movies and classic cartoons and classic TV shows that seem to offend you all the time. Seriously. But anyway, I don't know how you all feel about that. As I said, you know, I'm not in favor of it. Um, so yeah, what can you say? What can you say? As I said, Hollywood just hasn't got a clue anymore. They don't care. They don't care. You know, nobody asked for this. It's like they've done. It's the same as well. They've done a reimagining of Die Hard. Nobody asked for it. Now we're getting Heat 2, right? Michael Mann put out a tweet. Oh, we're doing Heat 2. that's a one-off movie. It doesn't need a sequel, but you just want to go back to past glories, and we've seen how that's gone with some directors that have went back to old IPs thinking that they could reclaim past glories, and then they end up screwing the franchise that they created in the first place. Yes, Ridley Scott, I'm talking about you. You know, they just need to leave it out. And this is the problem with Hollywood. They've hired a lot of people that are just not up to the job. They're just not up to the task because they're not qualified enough. They've been probably hired because of certain criteria, because, we're in a society now where, every decision that's made is not made by bringing the best people in. It's made by what certain boxes they tick and criteria and ideology and all of that. So, yeah, again, as I said, Wizard of Oz is a movie you don't touch, but a reimagining, which is Cold War. So look out for that. If we get any more information on that one, we'll definitely keep an eye on that, because I do love the original movie, and it's peeing me off that these studios keep just leave them alone. Nobody asked for them. We didn't call for a new Wizard of Oz or a reimagining of the original movie. Nobody asked for it. If you want to do a continuation of the movie that you made a few years back and introduce new characters and stuff, because I know there's the books, then go down that route. But leave that movie alone. Anyway, back to talking about source material and stuff. So, as you all know, Tim Burton has come on board the Addams Family spin-off Wednesday. Now, a few promo pics have been released, and we've got people moaning already. And I'm kind of actually sick and tired of it. They're moaning and complaining because Gomez looks different to the Gomez that we had in the TV show and the two movies that they did in the 90s. Wasn't it the 90s they did those movies? Yeah. Right? Now, for the last 5 years that I've been doing this, right, and the people that I know on YouTube and Twitter, and the people that are fighting to preserve our pop culture, the one thing that we've heard over the last 5 years is how studios never respect the source material, right? They never respect the source material, right? So we got a TV show that's actually respecting the source material, and people are giving out because Gomez is not the way he was in the movie or portrayed in the movies or the TV show back in the day. What the creators of the new show have done is they've gone back to the source material, and it's actually, it's actually laughable that people are complaining, right? Charles Addams, who created them, did Gomez differently to the way they did them in the movies and the TV show, and people are complaining because it doesn't look like the one that they think it should look like, which is the movie one. Now I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you this. So this is the original characters, the way Gomez and others were supposed to be portrayed in the show and the movies. But the movie and the TV show took creative license, right? So now that this show, Wednesday, it's decided to do things differently. Actually, it's the wrong fucking window I opened, isn't it? Yeah, wrong window. Hold on. Wrong window. That's the promo pic, but that's the article. We don't need to read the article. I'm just showing you the promo pictures and the original artwork. So this is the original artwork. By Charles Addams. He's the creator, right? So here we go. So we'll just pick that up there. So there's Gomez there. Now you can see Gomez is slightly different to the Gomez that we've seen him in the movie and in the movies and the TV show, right? So there's Gomez. So take that in mind. So that's the original artwork of the family, right? Now I'm going to show you the promo pics. Now I will say one thing about the promo pics is you see the way the hair is, right? They haven't got the hair quite right with the promo pics, but Gomez themselves, they've nailed it, right? So here's the picture of Gomez. So there you go. Right, the hair is slightly off a little bit, but it's like the picture. The hair is down a little bit. They've got the face. And in fairness, you can't go wrong with Louis Guzman. He's funny as feck. Catcher Zeta-Jones. Obviously playing his wife. Again, we'll just show you a picture of them all. So again, there's the picture, the promo picture, right? And here is the original artwork. And you'll see that they've got Gomez actually spot on. The trousers and all actually spot on. But people are complaining and saying that he looks crap and that they've ruined Gomez. You don't know what you are talking about. You don't know what you are talking about. You are looking for something to moan about because you have already wrote the show off. Now, I've been guilty of doing that in the past as well. We've all done it. But it's ridiculous. Right? As I said, if you're gonna look, if you have genuine complaints about the show because you've read something or the writers have said something that goes against what you believe that this show or what this show should be about, then have every right. But if you're gonna go on social media and you're gonna talk about this and you're gonna talk about how Gomez looks so bad, and then you don't even actually do the research and realize that this is how Gomez was originally supposed to look on screen. But when they did the TV show and the movies, they took their own way of doing it. So basically they took creative license to do their own Gomez. Right? So this is what Gomez is supposed to look like. So stop the complaining, watch the show, and if the show is not your cup of tea because it's not the way you believe the Addams family should be, well then you move on. Right? But if you're going to complain about something, make sure you do the research before you throw up stupid comments to say that Gomez doesn't look right when the source material basically shows that it is absolutely spot on. Now, Tom from Midnight's Edge did make a valid point, right? When he said when I actually wrote up that they nailed it and fans are complaining and blah blah blah, and he says, well, just because it does, it is loyal to the source material, it doesn't mean that it'll translate well on screen. That is a valid point, but and there is a but that's not a conversation to be had right now because we haven't seen the show. That's a conversation for later on. But all I'm saying is that fans do be given out and have been given out for the last 5 years that I've been on here, right? About studios not actually sticking to the source material or respecting the source material. And then when a show like Wednesday, the Addams Family spin-off, actually tries to do it, then fans are up in arms because Gomez doesn't look like the way Gomez should, the way they believe Gomez should look, because the way he's portrayed in the TV show and the two movies. But that wasn't the way Gomez was supposed to be in the first place. They weren't actually going with the source material. So until we actually see anything, as I said, while Tom does make a valid point, doesn't necessarily mean it will translate well on screen because, we have seen that in the past. Some source material stuff doesn't translate well on screen, and that is a valid argument. But that's an argument and a conversation to be had after we've seen the show. But for now, the complaints that I've seen about Gomez and other things that they're complaining about are unjustified right now. And only time will tell, right? Tim Burton, apparently there's 8 episodes. Tim Burton has wrote 4, right? So we'll see what happens. There's 8 episodes to watch. And once the show is over, because I will watch this because I'm an Addams Family fan. So I will look forward to this. I'm looking forward to this and I will watch. And I'll give it a go because, as I said, I don't normally listen to anybody out there that complains and all that. I try to go into these things with an open mind, except for Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, and House of Dragon because of what they did with it. But that's a different story and a different conversation to have for a different day. But most of the time I just go into these shows blind and I don't really normally listen to anybody. But if you're not going to do the research and not going to check that, that Gomez is actually portrayed right in those promo snaps, well then, do your research, I say. So yeah, that's where I stand on that one. So as I said, it stars Catherine Zeta-Jones and Louis Guzman. They take on the role of Morticia and Morticia. Is it Morticia or Morticia? I always say Morticia. And Gomez Addams in the Netflix series. It'll be very interesting. Catherine Zeta-Jones, believe it or not, is a great actress. She's just been in a lot of crap, but she actually is a good actress. And I thought she would have had a better career than what she had in Hollywood. But I think she fits this role well. So we'll see. I can't wait. I really can't wait to see this show, and I hope it's I hope it's not a letdown. Let's hope it's not a letdown. Anyway, we got Dave Travels Through Time, Channel 2, in this chat, along with Willie P. Dave, Willie said I was echoing, but I checked on my own phone and stuff like that. Am I echoing to you, or do I sound okay? Oh, by the way, Cheryl went out and got me this energy drink, right? And I poured it into the glass, lads, right? And I thought it was Coke. Yeah. And I'm sitting there and I take a sip of the thing, right? And I'm like, that tastes nice. Take another sip. That's lovely. Next of all, I get this little bit of heat. And I'm like, what the feck is going on here? Turn the can around. Dragon fruit and chili in a can.
Honestly, I can't believe you drink anything I give you willingly without inspecting it in great detail.
Seriously, man. I don't know. She just seen the can, saw a few fruits on it, but probably didn't look on the back. But seriously, dragon fruit and chili, lads, right? And I wouldn't even mind it. Drank half of the glass. Like, it tasted lovely. And then after the fact, you got the little bit of heat. Madness, man. Madness. Anyway, let's end on a bit of a positive note. Because we've covered a few things there. I didn't want, obviously, I don't go into great detail because just the shows that talking about Ezra's apology is pathetic. I think everybody knows where I stand on that one. But I needed to comment on it because we did speak about him before. The Wizard of Oz reimagining is annoying me. And I'm pretty sure we'll talk about that again. But some positive news. Doctor Who news. So a lot of you are fans of William Hartnell, and just want to show you what's coming up now. Hold on. Where is it? Just give me a second. I had it there, and I'm at the closing the page because I am an idiot. Right, so Lee Binding, who most of you know is an artiste, and he's done the new covers, the new artwork for the Doctor Who collection season 2. And I've got his Twitter account in the link description, so you can go directly to his account. Now hold on, I've just realized I've got a message, so I better check it. Nice. Let's see. Right. So, yes, back to this artwork. Sorry about that. I just had to, when you run a YouTube channel, you're very busy. Anyway, when you have a look at this artwork, you have to, man, he's knocked it out of the park with this artwork, man. I mean, look at that. Now, there's more photographs there. I'll put them up. As I said, his Twitter account is in the link description for this video. So if you're watching this video later on, do me a favor. Obviously, if you're on Twitter, go and follow him. Show your support and your appreciation. So let's see if I can back out of this and go down. You should have more here. So here's a few up close views of his work. So there's William Hartnell in all of his glory there. It's for the Blu-ray. I think it's for the Blu-ray, yeah. He's actually saying this is for if you want to make a wallpaper out of that. So he's letting people actually download that as a wallpaper. I might actually do that myself. That'll be a nice one. So that's his artwork. Actually, he put a black and white. He did a black and white one here. Obviously he just got rid of the color, I think. But I'll throw that one up as well. But he's left a wallpaper there for everybody. So if you go into there you go. If you go into his Twitter account, which is in the link description of this video, one of the images that he's left there is for a phone wallpaper. And you know what? Actually, my phone does need a new wallpaper. So there you go. And as Dave says, it looks brilliant and it's lovely artwork. I have to agree. He has smashed it out of the park on that one, I have to say. But yeah, as I said, give his Twitter account a follow. And I'll show you love and support. The bang out. Oh man, that stuff is just brilliant, man. And as I said, I'm actually going to get that wallpaper myself, and because he's actually said it there. Hold on, I'll just read it just to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said. So hold on. So there's and here's the clean front cover if you like to make your phone wallpaper just a little bit more 60s and groovy. Yeah, so there you go. He's actually telling people to use, if you want to use that as a wallpaper. So I'm going to retweet that. As I said, his Twitter account is in the link description of this video. Go and support him. I might rejoin Twitter. He deserves high praise for that. Yeah, all I would say, Dave, is if you're gonna go back on Twitter, my advice is don't engage with any of these nasties on Twitter. Just block straight away and ignore them. Trust me, it's a much easier life. Everybody is doing it now, and everybody is having a much easier time on it. You can actually enjoy Twitter if you ignore people on Twitter. Trust me, it's a lot better. But that artwork, I'm going to use that as what? I hold on. The missus is waving her arms for some weird reason. Sorry, Cheryl was just like thinking I was being a bit of a hypocrite when I said that, but I do ignore people on Twitter. It's only like certain people. But she just has to. Yeah, that was ages ago. I'm a new man and a changed man, and I don't do that. It doesn't matter. Yeah, don't be flapping your arms like a bleeding penguin.
Flapping them.
Right.
Penguin.
Yeah, like a penguin. You know the way the penguin flaps when they walk around. That's you.
Wow, you're interesting.
If only people could see me on the camera. Anyway, as I said, what a way to finish some lovely, beautiful artwork there. So he has said you can use that as a wallpaper. So go ahead. I'm going to use it myself. I think it's groovy. I've been looking for a new wallpaper for my phone, and I finally have a decent one. So there you go. Brilliant. But yeah. Obviously, we're supposed to have a member stream doing World War III. But tomorrow we have Peter Capaldi's watch along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the two of them. I'm going to do the member stream first, and then we're going to go live on the other channel. Then we're going to go live for everybody else. Then after I do that watch along for our who are we on? Matt Smith. Are we on Matt Smith? No, Peter Capaldi. I forgot we were on bleeding Peter Capaldi. So yeah, we're back with Time Heist tomorrow. So World War III and World War III for members, Series 1, Christopher Eccleston. And then for everybody else, including the members as well, if you just come and watch that stream as well, we'll be doing Peter Capaldi. So come and join me for those two tomorrow. But again, look at that amazing artwork. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And to the 14 new subscribers that we have, thank you very much for coming to the channel. I hope you have enjoyed the content. I hope you enjoy the guests that we've had on, and I do hope you enjoy being part of our little community. So welcome, and hope to hear from some of you soon in the chat. But for now, we'll leave it there, folks. I just want to say goodbye and enjoy your week. And we will see you very soon, folks. Bye.